Hey everybody, it's Ron from Pick Dawgz, and this is Ron's Bank Shot Breakdown. We're going to go over 4 college basketball games for Sunday, February 26, 2023. Now if you like what you see, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to put your college basketball picks in the comment section below. And if you're looking for my best bets, including my $15 Bank Shot best bet, you can find those at the Premium Picks tab at pickdawgz.com. Alrighty, let's get into it. Here are the games for Sunday in college hoops. First up, we go to the American Athletic Conference as Cincinnati takes on Memphis. This one's going to be a 2 o'clock Eastern start time on ESPN2. Now, we took Cincinnati in their last Sunday game against UCF last week on the road as the underdog, and they won that game for us outright 73-71. And, I don't know if Cincinnati's going to win this game outright, but I still think they cover the number. I like the way they're playing right now. Look at Cincinnati. They're 3-1 straight up in their last 4 games. They play pretty well on the road at times in the conference, and you look at this team fundamentally, good rebounding team. They take care of the basketball. It's really important when you're playing a good defensive team like Memphis. But I will say, Memphis's defense, although it's still pretty good at 53rd in the country in adjusted defensive efficiency, not as strong as we've seen in recent years under Penny Hardaway. We saw in 2022 last season they were ranked 33rd in the nation in adjusted defensive efficiency. The year before that, they were number 1 in the country. So the defense has taken a little bit of a hit, and we've seen some higher scoring, more competitive games than what we're used to seeing in Memphis games. So I think Cincinnati keeps this one close. It gives themselves a chance to win it outright, but I think at the very least they cover this number on the road. So give me the points here with the Bearcats. Next up, we go to the Pac-12 as Stanford takes on Washington. This one's going to be 6 o'clock Eastern on Fox Sports 1. We've got Washington on a 3-game win streak. We've got Stanford on a 3-game losing streak. I think because of those streaks, we're getting some value here with the home team in Stanford, a team that's played much better on its home court. Playing a team in Washington has not played too well on the road this year. Now, Washington, in the last game for Stanford, they played Washington State. It was a 4-point win for Washington State in that game, but it was also a game where the Cougars shot 12 of 25 from 3, 48% from deep. For Stanford, it's tough to beat any team when they make double-digit threes at that percentage. So now you play a Washington team that's ranked, 319th in three-point shooting, just plainly an offense that cannot match those numbers. They turn the ball over a lot. They're not very active on the offensive glass. They're 262nd in the nation in effective field goal percentage. So sure, the defense for Washington has been pretty good. The offense has not been good enough, and the defensive rebounding percentage ranked 353rd in the country against a Stanford team that's pretty active on the offensive glass. That's what really concerns me in this game. I think fundamentally this is a mismatch. I also think Stanford playing at home, I think they are the much better offense in this game. So I like the Cardinal to take care of business at home here, snap that losing streak. Give me Stanford. I'm going to lay the points. In our next game, we go to the Big East as Providence takes on Georgetown. This one's going to be 12:30 Eastern on Fox. At times, Georgetown's been pretty good as the underdog, at least against the spread in conference play, more so in the second half of the season. We saw him take down DePaul at home. We saw him beat Butler not too long ago on the road. But, I do think that this is a real big mismatch, and I really did not like the way Georgetown looked defensively in their last game against St. John's. That was a game where St. John's won 79-70. We took St. John's in that game and laid the points. So St. John's scored 79 points despite shooting 2 of 14, 14.3% from three-point range and a very lousy 65% from the free throw line. So it really, from three-point range and the charity stripe, St. John's had an awful shooting performance, yet they still scored 79 points because they had 11 offensive rebounds and they were 60% from two-point range. They destroyed Georgetown in the paint and just in two-point range in general. So that really concerns me. Providence is a team that's, a pretty decent three-point shooting team, but they also rely on just getting those second chance looks inside. They have a really good front court. They have one of the best players in the conference in Bryce Hopkins, who's a forward. He can really shoot anywhere on the court. They take care of the basketball. They get to the free throw line a ton, and I don't think this Georgetown defense can hold up in a game like this. We saw the first matchup between these two teams. It was a 12-point win for Providence in that game, and it was just a dominant performance from the Friars, in my opinion. They forced more turnovers. They were more active on the boards, both offensive and defensive. They were also, the big thing that Georgetown, this is a Georgetown team that takes quite a few three-point jumpers, and in that game against St. John's, Georgetown made 40% of their threes, so to lose that game by 9 points, pretty concerning. But, Providence is one of the better perimeter defenses in the conference, so I think Georgetown's really going to struggle to score. I think they're going to struggle defensively. To me, it's a mismatch. I'm going to take Providence. I'm going to lay the points. Next up, we go to the WAC as Cal Baptist takes on Stephen F. Austin. This one's going to be 7 o'clock Eastern on ESPNU. I was really concerned with the last game that Cal Baptist had against Sam Houston. I would say, although Sam Houston's having the much better season than Stephen F., They are very similar teams, two teams that used to play in the Southland. They play pretty similar style defensively. I am concerned that Cal Baptist is going to struggle offensively in this one. You look at Cal Baptist in that game. They scored 45 points, only 45 points, despite making 10 3-point jumpers. They only had 5 2-point field goals made in that game, only 5 free throws made as well. It was not a good performance offensively, and the defense struggled down the stretch as well. Although it played well in the first half of the first half, it was not very sharp the rest of the game. And, Cal Baptist had 15 turnovers in that one. We know Stephen F. is very good at forcing those turnovers. They're a strong defense, and Stephen F. Austin, I got to give him credit. I liked Abilene Christian in the last matchup that the Lumberjacks had, but Stephen F. Austin went to double overtime. They played really well down the stretch, especially on the defensive end. Abilene Christian could not extend their lead. They had a 2-point lead. It kept going, back to tie game, but Stephen F. Austin's defense was holding up when it really mattered most, and they grabbed a big-time road win in the rivalry game. I think Stephen F. Austin is the better team on paper, and I'm really concerned with the way Cal Baptist looked last time out. They have some injury concerns as well. This is a bad spot, in my opinion, your second straight road game for Cal Baptist. Give me the Stephen F. Austin Lumberjacks. I'm going to lay the points. And that's it. Those are the games for Sunday in college hoops. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. And don't forget to put your college basketball picks in the comments section below. Again, if you're looking for my best bets, you can find those at Pick Dawgz Premium. As always, this is Ron Romanelli. Good luck.